Friends, welcome back. Today we're going to do Majestic, issue number 3 by DC Comics. Let's dive in. So, in the last issue, we see that this young boy called Eli has found out Majestic's secret, and he says, "Hey, I know who you are." And he's standing there on the roof, and Majestic says, "Hey, don't go too close, go back in." And he says, "Well, no, I know you are not Superman, but you are a super person." And that's all cool and dandy. And then his mother comes, and she's all upset. So Majestic goes up, try to, grab him or get him inside. And but Eli says, "No, you use your powers to rescue me, your superpowers." And he says, "I don't have any superpowers, Eli. You must. Why else would you have this?" And then he, I don't know, trips, stumbles. Majestic gets him, and, well, the cat is out of the bag because he has superpowers. Well, that's what we all know, but these people are not. So, and I believe she is what's the word? Tenant? Is that how you say it? He's in her house renting a room or something. Meanwhile, there's a cops in some area 6 miles away. They are being, I don't know, targeted, killed, disappeared. I don't know. They find something. Anyway, and then skipping a few pages because something in a, there's a flashback to what's the home world, Kara, 4,000 years ago when he has a fling with one of those girls that he fancies. So he sits here like a doofus in the room, and then she's gonna have a talk with him. She says, and at some point, what she's now saying, I like that, but let's dive in. I told you Eli's father was a firefighter, a real-life hero, But to the day he died, he believed he never matched up to Superman and all the the superheroes Eli adored. No one would ever No one would ever admit it, but I'm sure he started taking risks at work trying to be more like Eli's idea of a superhero. Eli's been missing a father figure since the accident. You made it very easy for him to latch onto you. And she says, "I don't trust you. I don't trust any of your kind. None of you were here to save my husband." So, I get the whole hero thing from other people, because if you are a cop or a firefighter, maybe even a doctor or whatever, and there are super people, that can do stuff you can't. I get that. I get that you are feeling maybe inferior, doing your job, I guess. But then she says, well, you are not here to save him when he was, dying or something like that, which is a little bit egotistical because superheroes cannot be everywhere. So that diminishes that part a little bit for me. She says, "You tricked me your way into my house. You made us believe you were a regular person, but you are not. Who do you think you are?" But then DC is doing the memory loss thing that I didn't see coming. And he says, "I don't know." So yeah, he has some kind of an amnesia thing. And I thought, no, this is the biggest cop-out you can do. It could work if the story was actually interesting, but it's not. The story is pretty boring. Majestic is not... this series does not Majestic justice, if that's how you can say it. How do you do it justice? Well, I don't know, because I'm not familiar with this series, but since I know a little bit of his background, what his powers are, and he was in the superhero team books. I don't think this story fits this character well at all. So he says, "Oh man, I don't know who I am, and there was an explosion or something, and whatever." And then she says, "Okay, I believe you," something like that. And also says, "I didn't mean to trick you in taking me in. I really didn't know." Well, and then she says, "Well, I do." Okay, okay. But then we switch to the Eradicator, and he finds the traces of that thing that killed the cops, and he finds that traces, and of course we all know where he's going. more ads, by the way. So I'm skipping a couple of pages here. So she's going to I don't know, the how do you call this, storage, or a where you can park your car in the house. I forget how you say that in English, but you know what I mean. Garage. And there's a couple of pages, so she knows where he is. And I also don't know the whole unknown hero thing, because there's a lot of unknown heroes in Metropolis, but, for the sake of the story, let's go on. So he is, looking into that, and then strange visitor, and that he is a threat to national security. I think this is dragging out a bit. And so she also says, well, imagine my disbelief when I took a threat into my house, or something like that. So he's standing there while she's going inside, and he's thinking and thinking, and he's in a flashback to Kira, or whatever this place called, with the girl that he likes, called Annie, or Annie, and whatever. It's really not really important at all. So the mother, I forgot her name, goes back to Eli, and the little boy says, I can't wait for tomorrow, Mom. I want to tell my friends about Mr. McGuinness. And then there's a sound, and then Majestic bursts in costume. Yes, I'm sorry, there's something in between like this, but like it's dragging. So Majestic, takes up his costume, because that's okay. That's all cool and fine and dandy. And there's a monster, and he says to the people inside, hey, get Elijah out while there's still time. And then we see this vision from this monster, whatever that is. And when they open the door, a little buddy Eradicator is here. And he says, hey, I want to eradicate that thing that is in here. And that leads us to the next issue, and also the last issue. So, yeah, well, the art is good. I said it before, this is not a really good arc. This character is boring. The story is boring. The amnesia thing is a trope has been overdone. It doesn't fit this character at all, nor does it fit this story. I don't mind losing your memory stuff, but you have to have a compelling story to, get the readers in, and this is not it. Not good at all. There's going to be an action issue after this one. Could be fun. I don't get my hopes up. So let's see. Guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.